Thank you. Let's explain first the difference between the two, then we'll go to the donation part in a few seconds. Tissues combined for the same function and purpose together form an organ. So that's the first distinction. The second distinction is that in terms of donation, the organ donation deals with one organ, and tissues or tissue donation deal with multiple structural group of cells that perform the same function. And the third difference is that organ donation, one organ can benefit one patient, and tissues can benefit multiple patients. And the third thing is that for organ donation, you need to, or the fourth point is that for organ donation, you need to immunologically or genotypically match the donor and the recipient so that there will be no organ rejection. In terms of tissues, we don't need to go through that process because the tissue is processed. And in the processing, all the pathogens, all other factors that might become problematic are eliminated. So that's what tissue engineering companies or labs do. And the fifth point is that organ donation, you need to salvage the organ within a certain prescribed period of time from a living patient who's probably brain dead or in the last hours of life. In tissue donation, you've got longer time. Some tissues can still be harvested within about 5 days or so. The longest is possibly 5 days. The last point is that for organ donation, organs that are donated have to be utilized within a certain time frame where transplant has to take place. And whereas with tissue donation, some bone tissue can still be used 24 months after it has been recovered from a donor. So those are the differences. But the key thing is that, which I want to emphasize, organ, one patient, one donor organ can benefit one patient. One donor, one person donating a tissue or tissues can benefit up to 65 patients. So the benefit in terms of tissue donation is exponential. Let's take, for an example, skin and bone. Those are the commonest tissues that we deal with on a daily basis. For skin donation, the positive case that comes to mind is the application of grafted or skin tissue in burn patients. Now, we all know that burn patients suffer a variety, a degree, depending on the severity of burns. And it takes time for the skin of a burn patient to heal. And these patients become susceptible to infection because in a lot of instances, destruction of heat is much more severe than any other form of traumatic injury. Therefore, the application of skin tissue enables the healing process to happen much more quicker, in the sense that for a normal traditional dressing of a bandage or a gauze or a burn dressing, you need to change the dressing on a 1 to every 2 days. Whereas when you use skin as a biological bandage, you can let that stay for up to 2 weeks before you can change it. And that less disruption of removing a dressing on top of a wound enables healing to happen quicker. And also because skin, because it's a biological material, in all likelihood and in all instances, the extent of scarring is a lot more reduced because new skin, new cells grow into this biological bandage and therefore limit the extent of scarring. The second case that comes to mind is the application of bone tissue in a transplant process. Now, the classical case is the use of bone crystals in patients who suffer from TB, because in kids in malnourished communities or other communities where TB is prevalent, it does not only attack lungs, it also attacks bone, and most parts of the body or certain parts of the body that become vulnerable are the spinal bones. It has been demonstrated repeatedly that bone tissue is beneficial to patients who suffer TB spine, whereby crystals are applied on the affected areas and they create enough material and infrastructure for new bone to grow into. And that heals the patient much more quicker and much more effectively. The other application, of course, when we're talking bone, is the fracture of long bones, where you use a shaft, where in long bones where there are fractures, biological material in the form of bone get easily absorbed. They present a much more usable or much more plausible solution compared to metal, because when you put metal to bone, orthopedic surgeon will attest to the fact that over time, metal start moving and the fracture or the weakness of that bone might occur, whereas when you use a bone material in place of a metal material to heal long bone fractures, the healing process is much more quicker, and also chances of having secondary fractures is less, and also the strength of the bone that is healing from this fracture when using bone tissue is much more quicker and much more effective and efficient. So those are the cases that come to mind. Quickest and the simplest way to enlist as a tissue or organ donor, there is an organization called Organ Donor Foundation. It has got a website where you can register as a tissue or organ donor. At that particular moment when something happens to you, and your next of kin will be notified as such, because you will have a number, you will have given them in your will, you will have given them that information, and alternatively you will be given a bracelet that you will wear at all times that indicates that this person is an organ donor. In a lot of other countries, in your license, in your driver's license, there's normally a tag that indicates that you are an organ donor, which is something possibly from our side we'll have to implement. Because in a lot of instances where people meet their untimely death prematurely, it is normally good for authorities, for undertakers, for next of kin to understand, to realize that, by the way, this particular person has signed as an organ donor, and the recovery can then take place. So Organ Donor Foundation is the popular platform where people can enlist so that they can register as as organ donors. Bone SA ourselves as well, we've got the website where people can also register as organ donors, and we'll take it from there.